in our sports chat today. Well, it's been just over a week since the return of PSL action as the league looks to conclude the season on the field. We've seen a couple of fixtures, a couple of draws, and I think to date for me the interesting one was Kaizer Chiefs and Polokwane City yesterday when we saw Chiefs, claiming that win. But just to chat a bit more about the resumption of the PSL, I am joined on the line by Mamelodi Sundowns goalkeeper Andile Dlamini. Just on the thought of, the games that have played so far and how she's coping with not playing football. Andile, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I mean, we've seen PSL resuming since it was halted because of COVID-19. How have you found some of the games that have played so far?
Honestly, I have found some of the games interesting. All of the games are interesting. We have been waiting to watch PSL and my team playing. It's just amazing how teams come back. The interesting game yesterday against Kaizer Chiefs and Polokwane City, I thought Polokwane City had full control of the game, and Kaizer Chiefs just came back and showed what they are capable of. And as a Mamelodi Sundowns fan, honestly, I was super angry.
Of course you'd be angry. I mean, with Chiefs winning yesterday, it just makes things that interesting because obviously all eyes have been on Chiefs and Mamelodi Sundowns just to see who's going to take the title this season. Is Sundowns able to catch up with Chiefs?
We are going to do our best, that I know. I know that we are going to do our best, and I trust my boys. I trust them. I am forever a Mamelodi Sundowns fan and a Sundowns player, so I believe in them and I believe in their capabilities.
And how do you feel watching the resumption of football, knowing the fact that the Women's League was cancelled and now you just have to sit at home and watch your male counterparts playing football?
Honestly, it's sad. It's sad that we can't go back and play. I'd love to go back and play because other countries are already training, are already playing, and for bigger tournaments that are going to happen in the future, are we going to be ready? Are we going to be fit? We can't be sitting at home for the whole year and not playing, but everything happens for a reason, and this coronavirus came and destroyed a lot of things, and it's honestly sad that as women we have to stop. But we are champions, so probably the reason why we are not resuming is because we had our games done already, and the boys still have to finish their games. But anyways, we are glad that we are also protected because the virus is still there. But it is sad. I won't lie to you. It is sad that we can't go back. But do we have the right facilities to go back during this pandemic? Our women's football is not like men's football in South Africa. We are still far behind. And we imagine going back, are we all going to be able to go for testings, go for or camp in right places? We don't have sponsors that will support us when it comes to that. Our league is new and we don't have a sponsor. And right now I urge big corporates to come on board and support women. We shouldn't be winning things before people support us. I feel that people need to support us before we even win things.
Absolutely. And I mean, with all the reasons that you've mentioned, but them not even thinking twice about cancelling the Women's League, does it say something about how serious the Women's League or women's football is taken in South Africa?
I feel it's protection. I feel because they know that we do not have the right, I don't know how to put it, but we do not have sponsors and we do not have money, I can say that, to run the league properly. I think it's protection for women. I think they're protecting us because not all teams can afford to get testings and to camp and pay hotels. Not all teams can afford that. So with us, Mamelodi Sundowns, I know that we are supported fully, but can other teams do that? They don't have sponsors, and I still urge PSL teams to adopt women's football.
Talking about how you guys are welcomed in Mamelodi Sundowns, and you guys are taken care of, how's the relationship between the men's and women's team?
Our relationship is great. Coach Pito introduced the friendliness between the players. I am closer with a lot of players, a lot of goalkeepers, obviously, because I'm a goalkeeper. And they have been supportive. Kennedy Mweni has been extremely supportive because I would say I got the sponsor RG because of him, and speaking about me with RG. It has been amazing how they are treating me as their little sister. It's amazing. Yo Onyango, to mention all of them, even the development team goalkeepers, development team players, the respect between us, knowing that, okay, these are our ladies team, we need to treat them with more love and respect. It's amazing how the team is. Even your captain, Tompo Kekane, he's supportive, and when it comes to women's football, he's very, really supportive.
And I mean, just chatting about the Women's League, what were your thoughts on how it was ran and how the the games were played overall? And if you were to improve anything moving on to next season, what is that one thing that you'd want to see improving moving on to next season?
Firstly, on the field, I enjoyed playing. I enjoyed every moment because when you win games, you enjoy every moment. So yeah, I enjoyed every moment, and yes, it's the start of greater things in South Africa. But I would love to see a lot of sponsors coming on board and supporting women's football. It's about time. We all do this. We all kick iskumba. We all kick football, and I believe that we need to be treated equally when it comes to football as well, and any other sports, because in the world right now, people are fighting for equality, and I believe that it's high time that women's football is treated with more respect. I know that they are respecting us, but we need to be treated with more respect, and big corporates shouldn't even think twice. I mean, there are corporates that we support each and every month. They come on board and support us as women. We support you guys every month. So I believe that you also need to come on board and support us.
And do you think you as players need to be engaged more in terms of trying to put that word out there to the corporates and improving the game in the country?
Honestly, I feel we do not have to even speak up and urge people to come support us. I feel that big corporates should be realizing that Banyana qualified for the World Cup, and honestly, we just made history as Mamelodi Sundowns winning all our games, and this should highlight and make big corporates to say, okay, there is a league and there is a running league. Let us support SAFA. SASO has been there for us. It has been supporting women's football, and who else is coming on board and supporting SASO, because they are doing a great job in supporting women's football. They support Banyana. We have our own league, as well. So when more people realize that SASO is doing a great job, and they have to join up and they have to link up and make a strong team.
Well, Andile, unfortunately, we have run out of time as there's still so much more to talk about. But thank you so much for joining me this morning just to chat about women's football and the resumption of PSL. I'll be holding thumbs for Mamelodi Sundowns to catch up with Kaizer Chiefs. I know a whole lot of people will not be happy with that comment. But with that said, that was Andile Dlamini, Mamelodi Sundowns women's team goalkeeper, just chatting a bit more about the resumption of PSL and women in football as a whole.